Hey you guys, it's your girl Bree. How you guys is doing? I come to do a little chit chatting with y'all right fast. I wanted to talk about recognizing who is your enemy. Sometimes your enemy could be your mama. Sometimes it could be your daddy. Sometimes it could be your sister, your brother, your children. Sometimes it could be the person that you laying right next to. Sometimes your enemy will play it so cold that you'll be thinking somebody else is against you when that person is really for you. But the whole time you'll be thinking that that person is trying to snake you out, but the other time it's the whole person that you least expect is the one that's snaking you out. Is the true snake and the true enemy that's doing hidden things behind your back, that's trying to stop your glory, that's talking about you, that's lying on you, trying to destroy your character and doing stuff like that. Recognize your enemy. Recognize who the snake is in your life and cut that snake head off. Sometimes people become your enemies by these fake boys, little boys, pillow talking on your name to somebody that they messing with, trying to get clout off of your name because you don't want them. So they go talk about you and tell lies upon you to some dizzy broad. Now this dizzy broad doesn't like you, and she saying stuff that she heard from this dude and repeating more stuff. Sometimes you have secret enemies, but sometimes the enemies be right there in your family. You have to learn to discern of who your enemies is at all given times. I don't care how people know you, people may how you may feel you know people, they'll still be your enemy. They'll still be trying to pray for you to fall behind your back. They'll still be all in your face. I'm talking about they'll kiss the cheek. Didn't Judas betray Jesus? Pay attention. These people out here are snakes. They're trying to get to know you, get to know your business, trying to friendly vibe with you so they can know your business, so they can have something to talk about. Nah, what you're not going to do is allow a snake to get into your circle. Because, see, you did that in 2021. See, in 2021, you fed snakes. You heard me? You kept them fat. You kept their bills paid. You kept their children fed. You did all the rest of this in 2021. In 2022, you're not entertaining no rat. You heard me? You letting them rats go with the snakes. You letting them go about their business because you don't have time for none of that. You letting them rats be run free in the streets like they want to run free. You're not helping you're not helping no rat that's out here on smoking primos, snorting powder, doing heroin, and doing none of this stuff. You're not restoring no rats. Point blank and period. You letting these rats stay in the streets and stay in the street and be always constantly in the streets. You're allowing them to stay in the streets. Don't allow these family members to come back in your life. Don't allow these fake friends to come back in your life. All these people that have counted you out, that misuse you, misjudge you, tried to do all kind of stuff to you, try to bring you down, lied upon your name, did all this stuff to you. You let these people go. Allow the enemy to take care of these people. Allow the enemy to deal with his people because that's his people. So allow him to deal with his people. And God is going to fight on your behalf. You heard me? But allow the enemy. See, you don't have to fight back with vengeance. That's what the devil do. The devil fight dirty when somebody is doing something against them. People of God, you don't fight dirty when people do stuff to you. You pray, you fast, you meditate. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. That's what real people of God do. You see, but when you of this world, you get down and dirty and you go back and forth with those people. You try to clear up stuff with the people. When you of God, you don't have to clear up nothing because he gonna vindicate everything for you. See, people fail to realize is that they feel like they can spread lies, talk about people's children. They can do this and do that, talk about people. But then eventually when they stuff coming out, they want to be shocking, they want to be hiding, they don't want to be nowhere to be found. No, 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 no. That's not how it go. You see, when you was spreading lies and saying stuff about other people, when they was walking with their head high, when you was trying to tear them down, that person wasn't bothered. But now that your stuff is out the closet, your truth has came to the front, you're feeling some type of way. That's on you, partner. You made your bed, lie in it. God said, at least you do unto one of mine shall be done to you. You have to learn to stop being picking on people who minding their business. People constantly wants to be picking on people who's minding their business, who's not bothering anyone whatsoever, who is trying to tend to their children and take care of their children. You still picking and bothering them with those people for those people to get out of their character. You have not learned that you are not a factor to the people because they're not paying you any attention. They're not paying you any mind. But instead, you steady want to do all these things that you feel like you can do all the rest of that, playing follow the leader and duck duck goose and all the rest of that stuff, being in somebody else's business and all the rest of that, when you need to be tending to your own business. Shit ain't going right in your own life because you too busy worried about somebody else's life and what somebody else got going on. Your children making felon and shit, can't read and all the rest of that stuff because you worried about somebody else's children. Your husband out there sleeping with everybody and their mama, daddy, making babies all across the universe and they ain't claiming the babies and doing all that because you not satisfying your husband because you sit there watching somebody who don't want them. You heard me? Or you said it sleeping with everybody up on your job while your husband's sleeping with all these little young girls. Okay? But then you want to sit there and be talking about somebody else. No, you got to talk about your own business. Talk about what y'all got going on in your own life and stop trying to dress somebody else's life. Stop trying to bring out somebody else's skeletons in their closet or try to put stuff and project stuff upon somebody else's household, somebody else's children, somebody else's family when you got your own shit going on. Your foundation is so crumbly, it can't even stand. You heard me? A strong wind come along, your foundation is going to fall because you trying to instead of trying to tear down somebody else's foundation when their foundation is solid. They proof is in they pudding. They walking how they talking. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. Sorry about that, y'all. That's my friend. Yeah, you gotta learn to do these things. You gotta learn to stay focused upon yourself and what you have going on and how you have it going on. You can't get lost. You got my food? All right. You can't get lost into what you have going on. You gotta stay focused at all given times on you. And with the task that you have before, you can't worry about your enemies. You can't worry about your haters. You can't worry about those naysayers. You got to worry about you and what you have going on. Because at the end of the day, these people's miserable, messy. They still going to hate. They still going to talk stuff. Let them talk. Let them do what all that they have to do. That is not none of your business. You stay focused and tend to what you have going on at this present time. Tend to your needs, your wants, your wishes, your hopes, your dreams. You can't focus upon that negative stuff. You got to make sure your business is booming. Making sure everything that you have is taken care of. Making sure that make sure everything is moving on your behalf and moving for you. Make sure that everything is all good in your life. And make sure your kids are taken care of. Make sure they stuff is doing. When you stay out of you stay out of other people's business, everything go fine up in your life. Everything go fine up in your life when you stay out of other people's business and stop worried about what other people has going on. Then everything works for you and what you have going on in your life. You got to go get your thing. Go get a plate. You got to stay prayed up at all times and stay focused. Go get your thing. Go. You got to stay focused at all times and prayed up at all times. Y'all excuse me, I was talking to my baby. You got to stay focused at all times and prayed up at all times. Because the enemy, that's what they want to do. The enemy wants to destroy you. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to destroy you. He's trying to make these haters hate on you and get you out your character. But you're not going to get out your character because God got you. God got you more than anything. God is leading you. He's guiding you. He's taking care of you. You know, because who God set free is free indeed. Yeah, I do know that, right? You know, who he set free is free indeed. And once you learn that, guess what? Once you learn that, you're going to know everything's working out for your good because God is turning around things for your good. He's working it out on your behalf because he needs these things to be worked out for you because you are his child. You are his chosen one. So don't worry about people being a busybody and being your business. Just be about your Father's business and do what you need to do at all given times. That's what you have to focus on. At all given times, focus on what God has called you to focus on and move when God told you to move and how he told you to move. Stay focused on you and what you have going on at all given times. It's your girl, Bree. I'll be back to drop more content in a few. Peace.